someplace. Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa, the home of the Buccaneers. The kicker, Tyler Bass, has us ready to start, and off we go from Tampa. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They send Godwin in motion. What's that? Here's Baker to begin with a pass. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Now the Bucs will take their first time out.
Hey, alert 33. Point it right, point it right, point it right. What's that?
On first and 10, here's Baker.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Mayfield. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. Give them 14 on that one. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Mayfield to throw it here on first down. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
On second down, Baker. Over the middle, that's Godwin. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1 yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
Long opening drive. It's taken up most of this first quarter. Now they want to pay it off. And he will drive his way into the end zone. Baker Mayfield. Touchdown, Tampa. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
$7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Throwing right away is Allen. This one caught by Khalil Shakir. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
On 1st down, it's Allen. That's taken in. It's James Cook. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
In motion, Shakir. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Allen. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
That's to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Zion McCollum.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
Mike, this is an impressive run, especially considering the fact it was zone coverage. That's a lot of defenders with eyeballs in the backfield focused on the quarterback. So to be able to escape the pocket and pick up good yardage, really good play.
And he'll get about 5. Two minutes remain. First half in a 7-0 game. Greg and I back from Tampa after a timeout. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
Kings! What's up?
Baker to throw. Crushed. It's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, And this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
And this ball incomplete on third down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
Kicking time for the Bucs. They'll punt it away. Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That's into the hands of Coleman. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. They'll throw on 1st down with Allen. That one intercepted. Picked off by Zion McCollum. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Run. Good. Up, left. Watch.
Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Bucky Irving. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him.
Pressure gets there, and down he goes. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go until halftime. 3rd down and 9.
Point it right. Good.
Here's Mayfield. This one is caught by Shepard. It's a gain of 10 yards. It's a 1st down for Tampa Bay.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Point it right. Watch out.
The 2nd down throw for Mayfield. To the middle of the field, he's got Evans. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter.
That one, taken in, middle of the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the 1st half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Josh Allen. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. That's the linebacker, K.J. Britt.
You know, what I'm seeing play out there right now, Mike, is just a frustrated offense playing on tilt. And on the other side of the ball, I'm seeing a defense that's happily taking advantage of these decisions. I mean, how else do you explain 3 consecutive drives that result in a pick? I mean, each mistake just feeds the next. It feeds frustration. And all at the same time, it's leading to questionable throws and easy picks.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Throwing is Mayfield. That's Otten, open downfield. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. That's good for 27 and a 1st down.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
On 1st down is Mayfield. He's got his big tight end, Cade Otton. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half, but everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock, and they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. The kick is good, and the Bucs will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. Final 9 seconds of this half, and the kick is away. The return starts from the 5. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now it's Allen. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this 1st half. On 2nd down, here's Allen. He's going to air this one out looking for Cooper. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this 1st half will come to an end. All right, Coach, 2nd half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Allen. He's got a man downfield. It's Shakir. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 70 yards. Touchdown, Buffalo. Tyler Bass now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bills get back in it. It is 21-7. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Now Mayfield. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Alert! Pistol. Attack!
Throwing on second down, Mayfield. A pass pulled in by Irving. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. First and 10. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. That's over the middle of the tight end, Otten. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Baker gonna give it to Irving. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. They'll go again here with Irving. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. They'll go. Mayfield. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on fourth and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that fourth down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time fourth down stop.
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. It is Logan Hall fighting his way in to bring his man down. Out of the gun, here's Allen. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Third and long. Here's Allen to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. Inside the 20. And he'll be taken down.
What did he tell us during the week, Mike? He says, I want to get more involved in the passing game. And I'll tell you what, I can understand why he feels that way. I mean, to take that intermediate throw and turn it into a big explosive play, they got to continue to get that guy the ball.
To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. Amari Cooper was the man he was looking for, and it'll be second and goal. Let the fullback try to power it home. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Two plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on third and goal. Here's Allen to throw. Oh, a man wide open. He's got it. Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Buffalo. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
The extra point by Bass is good. And the Bills draw closer here. It's 21-14. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll run it. It's Irving. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
Kings! Up! What's that?
On second down, Baker. Open man downfield. That's Godwin. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
It's a big play when they needed it the most. 33 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's first and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. Some room to run as he takes it down to the 2-yard line. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They'll try it again from the 2. Second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this one's blown up. It's back at the 5-yard line now.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
They'll run. This defense standing up in the red zone. They stop him for no gain. And now it's fourth and goal. So we get to a pressure kick. And here's Chase McLaughlin. This to make it a 2-possession lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. Here is first and 10. They put a receiver in motion to the left. They'll drop to throw. He keeps it himself. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down. From the gun, it's Allen. He's going to air this one out looking for Cooper.
They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the fourth quarter, with possessions running out, that would have been a critical back-breaking play in this game. And they're going to have second life now after that defender drops the ball. And let's see if they can take advantage of it.
And for the fourth time today, he has been intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to have it. They'll take over at their own 24-yard line.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Houston Texans and the Buffalo Bills, and it's all up next.
Known for some incredible wings and one of the league's most passionate fan bases. We're just outside of Buffalo at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over him for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
Kaimi Fairbairn ready to get this one going. And we're off and running from Western New York. Ty Johnson now to return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So here come the Bills for their opening drive. And leading them out, someone who's still the pride of Wyoming University and Fireball, California. One of the league's best and biggest arms, Josh Allen.
We've seen a lot of big arms come and go in the NFL. Few translate that talent, though, into stardom, quite like Josh Allen. It's fun for me on the college football road when I ask these young quarterbacks who they idolize, who they look up to. And just about every big guy that can run says the same thing, Josh Allen, because that skill set is so tantalizing. A player who can rip off a highlight reel play with the pass and just as easy with the down in just about any situation.
He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Azeez Al-Shire that time on the tackle.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
2nd and 6 coming up here. They motion the slot man right. From the 33 on 2nd down. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down. He was looking for Keon Coleman on that throw. And now it's 3rd down.
I think it's safe to say that without that ball being tipped, we are looking at a big game. That's a missed opportunity to push that offense, but an even better play defensively to deny the throw.
Allen on 3rd down. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
So on 4th down, on comes Sam Martin to handle the punt for the Bills. He's got this at the 27. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. So here come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading them out is the 2nd overall pick back in the 2023 draft from the Ohio State. It's C.J. Stroud.
It didn't take long for C.J. Stroud to make an immediate impact into the NFL. And it didn't take long for me, Kate, to form an opinion that this guy's just different. He just processes the game quicker. Remember talking to Ryan Day on the practice field in Columbus, watching him in college, and he just alluded to that as well. It's the anticipation. It is knowing where everybody is and getting that ball out before any receiver will even break on a route. CJ was unique in that way, and that skill set has been a big part of his success.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man. Well, no look on his first look of the game. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Escapes the pocket. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
It's exactly how you draw it up defensively. A 3-and-out and a sack on top of it. Create that negative play. Create a little doubt in that quarterback's mind. And offensively, well, that's the worst way to start it. No rhythm, no tempo, and now you give the ball right back to the opponent.
Texans going to kick this away on 4th, and it's Tommy Townsend on for the punt. He sends this away, and this is going to be a field flipper. And there won't be a return here. This punt is out of bounds. They'll say inside the 40. Here comes the Bills offense for their 2nd drive of the game. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3-and-out to begin this game. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Back to the air, Allen. Pass brought in by Amari Cooper. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. It's Allen out of the pistol. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete. Looking for Keon Coleman that time. And it sets up second down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. To the air again, Allen. He throws a bullet deep to the right, and there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley Jr. And the Texans get the football on the first turnover of the contest. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
Now we'll see the Houston offense for their second drive of the contest. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. First and 10 now from the 30. Throwing with a blitz on the way. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. That's Gregory Rousseau who cleaned up that play.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Here's 2nd and 7. Into the hands of Schultz. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Mixon on the counter. Breaks through, and he might break away. And they take him down right along the 30. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Finding Collins. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Brought down by Rasul Douglas.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
It's Mixon on second down. They'll cobble together a yard there. Daquan Jones with the tackle on that play. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes them to 3rd and 5.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Stroud now on 3rd. Catch is made in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. Mixon does not score. They not only stop him, they backed him up a couple of yards.
There's just no question about it. He has the license to adapt a little bit, to diagnose plays because they trust his instincts. And there, well, it was all on display. Expert-level diagnosis going on to see a potential run and get in position to stop it behind the line.
They bring Collins in motion right. Again, they give to Mixon. And he's in for the touchdown. The Texans parlay the interception into points. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. That was a great response, Brock. After they got driven backwards on 1st down, they go right back to the ground and score just 1 play later.
Yeah, and I think if you and I were in the huddle down there after that 1st down loss, I think we would have felt a whole bunch of pride. Give me another shot, and boy, did they deliver.
Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And the kick is good. And the Texans will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Johnson with a return here. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Possession switching back to Buffalo as their offense heads out. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Another one for Cook. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Working from the gun, it's Allen. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Looking for Keon Coleman that time. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Calls for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 34-yard line. That punt goes unanswered, no return there. And it's going to be Texans football. They're set up at the 35 now. quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. On play action, here's Stroud. That one's caught along the left sideline. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Into the red zone after that big pickup. It's 1st and 10 from the 15. Working inside the red zone. He's on the move. He takes it himself. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield. Get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
Mixon on the toss. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Shotgun now for Stroud. This one's caught. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that third down?
They motion the tight end over. Stroud now on 4th down. He finds him beyond the marker. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain. That was the biggest 3-yard gain you're going to see, because instead of a turnover on downs, Brock, it gets them a first.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
Mixon has the Houston touchdown. The Texans pull out in front further, 13-zip. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Fairbairn now for the PAT. And the extra point is up, and it is good. And the Texans drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Johnson now on the return. Returns looking good so far. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Buffalo sending its offense to the field. And coming off a 3-and-out, Brock, they really need to build some momentum from the ground as they try to get on that scoreboard here. They've got first down from the 31. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That finds his man. It's Keon Coleman. He's got to gain a 6 there. Aziz Al-Shire that time on the tackle.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And with third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Allen on the play action. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Running back sent in motion. Allen on third and short. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And 4th and 4 coming up. A quick 3 plays, Brock, and we have arrived at 4th down just like that as he comes through with some contact to break up what looked like a catch.
Hey, guess what, Kate? These guys aren't getting paid by the down defensively. They want to get themselves off the field in as few snaps as possible, and there was no way they were letting this drive extend beyond a 3 and out.
And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Call that punt a 52-yard effort. And it'll be their football. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll begin with a run by Mixon. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You call that first down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards, but they'll take that every single time.
A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. That's complete to Diggs on the slant. And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Bills territory.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
2nd and 3 now. Staying between the tackles with Mixon. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud cornerback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
3rd and 4 coming up now. From the gun, Stroud. Pass caught by Mixon. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Tommy Townsend on the punt. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. And he's there to make the fair catch right at the 10-yard line. So no return on that punt. And the Bills will take over possession. Now we've got the Bills offense headed back to the field. This would be a good time for their first points of the game as they find themselves down a notable amount already in this opening quarter. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now Allen. Gets this to Kincaid. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 24. This is complete to Dawson Knox. They get 27 on the play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible that catch while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And he's able to work this down to the 41. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. He's got this complete to James Cook. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
First and 10. Here's Allen. Coleman with the grab. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Derek Stingley putting that play to bed.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 32. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Got the one-on-one they wanted, Brock, on that slant, but just not enough to get the completion.
Yeah, you got to create separation. We all love the slant route. It could be super effective, but you got to beat press. You got to beat jam. You got to beat off man, and you got to create separation so there's not that bang-bang impact to knock the ball loose like that.
Allen on 3rd down. He has the first over the middle. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down, and nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Allen now on 1st down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. Second and 3 now. They kick the running back in motion. To the air again, Allen. That's taken in by Samuel. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the first quarter. It's a 2-score game early. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. About to begin the second here. The Bills definitely thinking points. Play action now. Allen gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So it'll be 2nd down.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Running back sent in motion. Again, Allen to the air. The throw is caught. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
The Texans going with a dime set here. We've got 6 DBs for third down. To throw again, it's Allen. That one's incomplete in the end zone.
Oh, that is going to haunt him. A drop touchdown in the end zone. We'll see how good his mental toughness is, if he can move past it quickly and make an impact for them later.
The Bills will turn to their kicker, Tyler Bass, for the field goal try. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Amendola able to put it through. And that'll get him back to 11.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Bass now to kick this away. Dameon Pierce now to return it. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Houston offense out and ready to set up shop. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Give him 30 yards on that one. And it sets up a Houston first.
You throw it in the middle of the field, it's all about anticipation and accuracy. I mean, those are the 2 keys all the time in my book, Kate. But when you throw it in the middle of the field with all of the traffic, that's where guys with great anticipation and that tremendous accuracy come to life.
First down, Stroud. Completed to Collins. And they bring him down around the 34.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit. And you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
On play action, here's Stroud. Digs there to bring it in. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Stroud off the play fake. He's going deep this time. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Taylor rapping to pick that one off.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
The Bills set to take over offensively. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw on their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. This will be caught by Cooper. This is ahead for about 5. Kamari Lassiter getting up there to make the stop.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Cook trying this one up the gut. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Bills first down.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
On first down, Allen. Short pass brought in. And that's good for a gain of 5. That stop coming from Henry To'o.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Working from the gun, it's Allen. He finds Kincaid. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He completes it in traffic. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Jalen Petrie there on the stop.
Time and again, receivers will tell their quarterbacks, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just throw it up and give me the opportunity. Well, in this case, with even 2 defenders trying to cover that wide receiver, couldn't get it done.
Allen gonna throw again. He's got the hook up to Cooper. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
All set up now for 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. He brings it in. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a 1st and goal.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Escapes out to the left. Down. The Bills pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Josh Allen, the touchdown. Tyler Bass on now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bills cut the lead down to 4. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Pierce now on the return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Houston's offense back out now and ready to go. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Pass taken in by Diggs. And he's out of bounds. Looks like right at midfield. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
1st and 10, a run to Mixon. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 47. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
So it'll be Tommy Townsend once again to punt this away. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. The Bills and quarterback Josh Allen ready to get back to work now on offense. And at the pace he's begun the game throwing the football, Brock, he is in line for a special type of performance if they need to keep throwing it until the end. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now run by Cook. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Azeez Al-Shire that time on the tackle. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Again, it's Cook. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
It's pretty obvious this defense, man, they need more people around the line of scrimmage. But the minute you do that, Kate, you start opening up those throwing lanes. This is how balance takes apart a defense.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Here's Cook. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They put a receiver in motion right. This is Cook. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. And the Texans go in nickel coverage, 3rd down. Now Allen going to the air. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. From the red zone now. This one's caught. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
2nd and 3 now. Handoff headed right. It's Cook. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain. That sets up 1st and goal.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next 3rd down coming.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Cook. Scores! Touchdown, Buffalo! The Bills take a 2nd quarter lead. It's a James Cook touchdown. Bass on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bills push their lead to 3. Bass now to kick this away. Returning it from the 4. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Texans and Stephon Diggs getting set for this next offensive possession. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. From the gun, Stroud. Collins there to grab it. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Throwing now off play action. That's complete. Here's Brooks. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Move the chains. Got to move them chains. Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Ball on the 45. 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Stroud. Into traffic, complete. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. DeMar Hamlin getting there for the tackle.
Well, that right there, Kate, that is the epitome of trust. And trust in your big physical tight end. Throwing his way into double coverage. You may question the decision when the ball leaves his hands, but it's tough to question when it produces results like that.
Running it with Mixon. And they had that one contained right at the line. Brought down by Rasul Douglas. No gain on the play, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Stroud now on 3rd. That's caught for the first. It's a gain of 29 yards. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page, because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Running with Mixon out of the gun. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
On the ground again with Mixon. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Mixon goes up and over for the touchdown. The Texans take a 2nd quarter lead. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown, his 3rd of the game on the ground. He's into the end zone and already at 3 rushing scores before halftime, Brock. So they either got to find a way to keep him out, or he's going to run his way into the record books if they're not careful. Fairbairn now for the PAT. And he sends the point after right through the uprights. And the Texans take a 4-point lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Johnson with a return here. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Bills headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance. They're out and set. 1st and 10. It's Allen out of the pistol. Gets this to Kincaid. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable, and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. From the 34. Finds Kincaid. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're in the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
Now it's Cook. And he gets him around 6 there. Jalen Petrie there on the stop. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15+ at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
They kick the running back in motion. It's the 2-minute warning now from Highmark. And it's the Bills, who have 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Complete, it's Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
1st and 10. Here's Allen. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Looking for Keon Coleman that time. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
On the move, past the 40. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first. Third and just 2 to go. To throw again, it's Allen. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Putting a receiver in motion. 1st down throw for Allen. And in! Touchdown, Buffalo! So Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
Bass on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Bills push their lead to 3. Bass now to kick this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The Texans and running back Joe Mixon headed out for their next series. And he has run roughshod over them in this opening half. Pretty sure this is the exact kind of start that he was hoping to have here. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. Stroud throwing here on 1st. Has him on the quick hitter. It's a gain of 12 there. And it sets up a Houston 1st.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. He beams one deep right side. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. He was hoping to get it to Tank Dell there. And it's going to be 2nd down.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
Couldn't connect on 1st, it's 2nd down. Throwing is Stroud. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up third down.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Running back sent in motion. Third and long for him here. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge gain.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. He fields this at the 18. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. It's halftime here in Buffalo. The Bills with the lead after 2. Now we'll send you south to Orlando for a check-in around the league via Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
All right, Kate, sit tight. We'll get back to you and Brock in just a moment. But for now, this is our halftime report.
The Bills were led in the first half by their all-world quarterback, Josh Allen.
He had a touchdown both in the air and on the ground to help push his guys into the lead at the break.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Texans back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And they have leaned on him to get this offense to the end zone in the game, and he's delivered. He's hit pay dirt 3 times. Part of a really nice game for him so far, Brock. Been returning good value on the looks that he's been getting. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Stroud escapes the pocket. Gets out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Stroud off the play fake. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as it begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. A give to Mixon up the middle. And he's brought down for a loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
The Texans set to punt. And this is going to be his 4th effort tonight. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The Bills and receiver Amari Cooper making their way back out. And he has kept his pace up in the second half. His quarterback more than happy to keep throwing it his way, considering what he's been able to do with his looks all game. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Allen. That's complete to Coleman on the slant. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Ball at the 33 for first down. This is Cook on the handoff. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Second down now, 7 to go. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Azeez Al-Shire that time on the tackle. No gain on that one, and now it's 3rd and 8.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
Allen on 3rd down. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. They'll run it with Cook. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Now Allen going to the air. Diving forward, and he makes the catch. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the 32. Short pass brought in. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, with out routes or in routes just like that.
Here's a give to Cook, and he'll get them enough for a first down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
They'll come up first and 10. Throwing with a blitz on the way. He's got it at the 6. Touchdown, Buffalo. Now in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Bass on for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Bills make it a 10-point ball game. Bass now to kick this away. Pierce now on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The visitors and this running back headed back out for a new series. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now begin with a run by Mixon. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield. And a back who can show off his wheels.
A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. 1st down, Stroud. Finds him on the slant. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Give him 13 on that play. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, it's difficult on the defense.
Staying between the tackles with Mixon. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Ed Oliver there to make the stop. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Shotgun now for Stroud. This is complete to Schultz. And he's taken down at the 30. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it sets up a Houston 1st.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the shotgun, a give to Mixon. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. That play cleaned up by Matt Milano. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. On the option, here's Mixon. Broke through the tackle. It's a great extra effort to keep that run going for a nice gain. And that play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Mixon on the toss. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Well, one defender failed. Well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Here's Mixon. And he doesn't get this one very far. Down to only about the 18. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8. From the gun, Stroud. He's on the move. He's running for it. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives him first and goal.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's first and goal. Back to throw, Stroud. And that one's incomplete, but boy, are they lucky it wasn't intercepted. That was a risky shot, but fortunately, they still have second down coming up.
You know, there's a little bit of the risk of a 50-50 ball in the end zone. Some of these defenders today, man, they can elevate with the best of them. That's one they got away with. It should have been a pick and a touchback.
Mixon. Can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
Well, you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical third down call.
They've held him out twice. Here we go. Third and goal. Blitz coming for Stroud. Flush down now to his... And they take this in for the score. The Texans shrinking the lead some in the third. C.J. Stroud, the touchdown. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down, didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, Brock, the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind, but you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down. And when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Texans cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Johnson now on the return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The home teams ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And you know this firsthand, partner. You get above that 300 mark, you and your offense are going to have plenty of highlights to choose from by this point in the game. We're getting a look at some of them now. You just got to marvel at how well he's played the quarterback position here. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. And they send a man in motion. Throwing now on first down. Allen. Pass complete to Cook. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Jalen Petrie there on the stop.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Slot man in motion right. 2nd and 6 now. Complete to Shakir. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. On first down, Allen finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
Well, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on first down. You just want some yards to set up an easier second down play. But they will take that execution every time.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And he gets this forward to the 19. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Slot man in motion left. From the 19. Catch is made in close. And in. Touchdown, Buffalo. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here. But his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his 2nd touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game?
Yep.
Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. Bass on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bills make it a 10-point ball game. Bass now to kick this away. Kickoff taken at the 3. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The visitors returning their offense and this running back to the field. They get that big old marker out, cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's Stroud now. Finding Collins. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Christian Benford up to make that stop. All right, here we go, 2nd down. Nixon on the counter. Across the 45 and still going. And he takes this into enemy territory to the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 22. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down.
Kate, you know by now I'm not shy about referencing movies during a game, and that run, that was a picture-perfect script. You get the defense thinking one thing, looking one way, then bam! You surprise them with a twist, and head the other way for a big run.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. On play action, here's Stroud. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Throwing is Stroud. He's got him. That's Mixon. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he missed it. It's no good. And the deficit remains 2 scores.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
The home teams are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. Allen now on 1st down. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and it forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
Shakir sent in motion left. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Kalen Bullock up to make the stop. It was the rookie from USC who got there for that tackle.
That's just a good play to mix up what you're doing and keep that defense guessing. The execution, that was pretty well done too, creating the space for a solid pickup.
They send him left out of the slot. 2nd and 4. And that's incomplete, but he might have done a little too much to cause that. Flag comes out, and this could be interference. So a little too much contact on the part of the defender, and the officials flag him for it. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. Running it after the penalty. And he's brought down after a solid gain on what's going to be the final play of the quarter. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Bills ball. We'll see if they can hang on to this lead till the end. Second and 6 coming up here. Shakir in motion right. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Has it down close. Touchdown, Buffalo. 3 touchdown catches in one game is rare air, Brock. Safe to say most guys who retire can name every time they did that here in the NFL.
Yeah, I hope he remembers it, but also remember this. Receivers, they're a dependent position. They're dependent on the guys doing their job up front. They're dependent on the quarterback putting on the spot. And usually, when you reach a milestone like this, you love to share it with everybody else. And my guess, especially if they could find a way to win this one, is this receiver will celebrate it with all of his guys.
Extra point up and good from Bass. And the Bills take a 3-possession lead. Bass now to kick this away. Has this at the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. This offense running out for a new series, led by their running back. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. The Bills getting close, and they take him down. And a big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Hey, Kate, I think we know that the quarterback's a demanding position because not only do you have to have a clock in your head, but you've got to have a spatial awareness of where you are on the field. And once you start retreating, going backward and backward and backward, you got to just sling the ball in the stands. Otherwise, well, you take a huge negative sack like that.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Another try following the sack. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness that's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
Desperation time here on 4th. He finds him beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the unlikely conversion nets them a 1st down. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. Into the hands of Schultz. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Shotgun now for Stroud. Escapes the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And it sets up a Houston 1st.
As much as you'd like to find a completion and get the ball out of your hands, when a play breaks down, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on his ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. He's on the move. He's keeping it again. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the gun, Stroud. Nice work by the back here, playing safety valve complete. 6 yards on the play and enough for a 1st.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball, right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. This is complete to Schultz. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
You get this big old dude like him in the slot, it's an automatic mismatch advantage. You're trading a little bit of speed, sure. You sure do get a lot of size. And anytime he's in the slot, you got to assume the ball's going his way.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Running with Mixon out of the gun. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. On the ground again with Mixon. And we just saw this movie. They stopped him again at the line.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Now it's Kaimi Fairbairn on to try it for the Texans. This 32 yards out on the right hash. Everly's kick is good. And the gap closes to 14 points.
This is a case of, well, just get what you can on the way out the door, Kate. It's already out of reach. Just take the 3, let your kicker get some points, and make it a hair closer in the box score.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Johnson with a return here. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. The Bills' offense all set for their next drive. Well, Brock, their passing game has been the highlight for them offensively so far. 3 touchdowns and a whole lot of good plays beyond that.
And, Ken, I think what we've seen is an offense who's reading the same book as the defense, just a few chapters ahead. Each time the defense tries to make an adjustment, the offense has a counter ready to go. Lesser passing games would have had some serious trouble trying to keep up with this pace.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Cook trying this one up the gut. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Well, Kate, a 2-yard run on 1st down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule, but you're going to have to pick up the pace.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Again, it's Cook. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a 1st down pickup.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. From the shotgun, it's Allen. He's going to push one deep, brought in inside the 20. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. He brings it in. And in. Touchdown, Buffalo. And that is his 4th touchdown reception of the game. And if you wonder how rare that is, only a couple of active players have ever achieved it in their careers. And it's been done less than 50 times in league history. Bass on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bills stretch their lead to 21. Bass now to kick this away. Pierce now on the return. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. Out now come the Texans on offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Ball at the 33 for first down. Throwing now from the gun. Pass taken in by Diggs. And he'll get it up to the 44. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
First down, Stroud. Diggs there to bring it in. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. From the 48. Throwing the out route complete. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Looking to throw, Stroud. Caught by Collins on the slant. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Second and 3 now. From the 31. Collins there to grab it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
So after that big play, Brock, they need just that final yard here on first and goal. They are throwing it again. And he will score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Texans get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a Stephon Diggs touchdown. Right on the edge of the goal line for first and goal. And I don't know about you, partner, but that surprised me that they just threw it in. No attempts at running it.
Yeah, I think it is so hard for these defenders. You got to be so keyed in, and physically, you know you've got to stop that run first. So a first down pass play can and certainly was effective.
Fairbairn now for the PAT. And the kick is good. And the Texans get it back to a 14-point game. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Johnson now on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The offense being led back out by its quarterback as they get geared up for their next possession. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Finds the in route complete. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Finds Kincaid. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Second and 3 now. From the 46. Cook calls it in. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down and ready to turn it into a negative play.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Allen gonna throw again. That's caught for the 1st. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Motioning him from the slot right. 1st down throw for Allen. Hits him on the out route. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around, they know how to set up an out cut beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage, how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. To throw again, it's Allen. That's complete to Coleman out left. And they take him down right along the 30. Second and 6 coming up here. Again, Allen to the air. This will be caught by Cooper. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st. From the red zone now. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now it's 2nd down.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
To the air again, Allen. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Buffalo. That is his 6th passing score of the game. A lot of quarterbacks could go several weeks without throwing that many touchdowns. And now, keep in mind, he's only one off the NFL record of 7 in a single game. Bass on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bills stretch their lead to 21. Bass now to kick this away. Pierce now on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Stroud. He's got him. That's Mixon. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. And it sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Offense in the hurry up here. From the 35 on 2nd down. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. On play action, here's Stroud. Bails out of the pocket quick. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. That's good for 7 yards. And it sets up a Houston 1st.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
Working quickly here. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Escapes the pocket. Took off with it again. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again. From the gun, Stroud. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, I know some old-school coaches, maybe some former NFL quarterbacks who would have this guy running stairs after that drop, partner. Hit or no hit. That was a catch there that would have meant a 1st down.
Yeah, that's why that's old school, okay, Kate? The new school coaches and quarterbacks know how hard it is in this league with the contact. How valuable those contested catches are. Credit the defense for making the play on that one.
So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs.
Hey, I get it. It's already over. But go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. With touchdowns on their last 2 drives, Brock, they're playing some of their best offense here. Could they try for 3 in a row despite the lead? Let's find out. All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning. They'll run it with Cook. And he gets forward for 3 yards as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Second down now, 7 to go. Another one for Cook. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Complete, it's Cooper. And he works this to the 38 before going down. He gets 6 on that play. And that's good for a Bills first down. New set of downs for him at the 38. This is Cook. And he runs this one down across the 35 and inside the 30. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
So the roar of Bills Mafia, it's a win for their guys in Buffalo. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bills as we say so long from Buffalo.